Adam Walker's life was ordinary. He worked a 9-to-5 job at a marketing firm, rented a modest apartment in the city, and kept to a small circle of friends. He had never been one for risks, preferring the safety of routine. But one Tuesday morning, everything changed. It started when Adam woke up with an odd sensation on his arm. At first, he thought it was just the remnants of a weird dream. But when he rubbed his eyes and looked again, he saw something unmistakable. An intricate, glowing tattoo on his left forearm. The numbers read 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds in a digital style, glowing faintly. He stood up quickly, his heart racing. "What the hell is this?" he muttered, reaching to rub it off, thinking it might be some sort of strange marker or paint. But no matter how much he scrubbed, the tattoo didn't fade. He tried using soap, alcohol, even a knife to scrape it off, but nothing worked. His pulse quickened. Panicked, Adam ran to the bathroom mirror to see if it was a hallucination. The tattoo was still there. He looked closer, 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 58 seconds. The numbers were moving, ticking down. He checked his wristwatch to see if the time matched. Didn't. The tattoo had its own countdown. Adam's mind raced as he tried to make sense of it. Was this a prank? A mistake? Something more sinister? He took a deep breath and forced himself to focus. What was happening? Why was there a countdown on his arm? The numbers continued to tick down steadily, each second a reminder that time was running out. When the timer reached 5 seconds, Adam held his breath, bracing for something terrible. But nothing happened. The tattoo just flickered and disappeared, leaving his arm bare once again. Adam let out a sigh of relief. "Just a weird glitch, I guess," he muttered to himself. But as he turned to walk away, something caught his eye. The tattoo was back. Almost as soon as it had faded, it reappeared, this time with a new countdown. 47 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds. The numbers seemed to mock him, telling him time was still ticking down, waiting for him to figure it out. Confused, Adam tried to ignore it for the rest of the day, but he couldn't. The tattoo gnawed at him, distracting him from work, from conversations, from everything. He found himself unable to concentrate, each passing second of the countdown drilling into his thoughts. That evening, as he was sitting at dinner with a friend, he realized something. The tattoo only appeared when he made a significant decision. Earlier that day, he had turned down a promotion at work. It had been a tough choice, but one he felt was right for his life. The tattoo had reset right after he made the decision. Was it connected? Was the tattoo responding to his choices? Adam couldn't stop thinking about it. The idea seemed absurd, yet the more he reflected on it, the more plausible it seemed. Each time he made a life-changing decision, the tattoo changed its countdown. The next day, he decided to test it. He skipped his usual coffee stop and took a different route to work. He felt an odd sense of urgency, waiting for the tattoo to react. But the numbers remained unchanged. He sighed in relief. It was just a fluke, he thought. But when he got home that evening, the tattoo reappeared again with the same countdown, 47 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds. This time, the numbers blinked faster, as though trying to warn him. Adam stared at his arm. The timer was still there. It was real. In the following days, Adam became obsessed with the tattoo. He spent hours researching everything he could find about mysterious tattoos, curses, and symbols. He couldn't find anything that explained it, not in any book, not online. He even visited a local tattoo artist, but the man seemed just as baffled. Adam began testing the tattoo further. He made bolder decisions. He quit his job, moved to a new apartment, cut ties with people who had been in his life for years. Each time he made a significant change, the timer would reset. Sometimes the countdown would extend by hours. Other times it would reset to even longer durations. The more he experimented, the more the tattoo seemed to respond. But Adam couldn't understand the logic behind it. Was he avoiding death by resetting the timer? Or was he simply prolonging the inevitable? What would happen when the timer finally hit 0? Soon, Adam began to feel the weight of the tattoo's influence. He couldn't make any decision without the thought of the timer creeping into his mind. Every choice seemed more important than the last, and the pressure to make the right decision became overwhelming. Then came the moment that changed everything. Adam was standing in front of a coffee shop, trying to decide whether to go inside or keep walking. He hesitated, feeling the familiar tick of the countdown in his mind. As he stood there, a voice behind him called out, "Adam." He turned to see his ex-girlfriend, Sarah, standing in the doorway. She looked the same but different, more confident, more at peace. Adam hadn't seen her in over a year, not since their messy breakup. "Sarah?" he asked, his voice shaky. "What are you doing here?" She smiled softly. "I was wondering the same thing. It's been a long time." Adam's heart raced. He hadn't expected this encounter, hadn't prepared for it. Should he stay and talk to her? Or should he walk away and avoid reopening old wounds? As he stood there, frozen, the tattoo on his arm flickered 72 hours. It reset again. For the first time, Adam realized the tattoo wasn't just a countdown to his death. It was a countdown to the choices he made. He was trapped in a cycle, constantly resetting, never allowing himself to face the consequences of his decisions. He looked at Sarah, then back at the tattoo. He knew what he had to do. He needed to face his decisions, stop running from them. It wasn't about avoiding death. It was about accepting the life he had chosen. "I've been avoiding this," Adam said softly, meeting Sarah's eyes. "I've been avoiding everything." She stepped closer. "We all do. But that doesn't mean we should keep running." The tattoo began to glow brighter, the numbers ticking down again. 71 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds. Adam knew the timer was counting down to something. His fate, his future, his death. He had no way of knowing what would happen when it finally hit zero. But he knew one thing for certain. He couldn't keep running from it forever. He had to live. The moment he made that decision, the tattoo flickered and vanished, leaving only a faint mark on his skin. For the first time in what felt like forever, Adam felt free. The countdown was gone. He had made peace with his choices. But as he walked away from the coffee shop with Sarah, he couldn't help but wonder, was the tattoo truly gone? Or had he just made another choice that would bring it back?